Hello everyone, hey there, and welcome back. It's day 25 and today we are going to work on adding new levels and chapters to the Galactic Greenhouse game. The last time I wrapped up chapter 6, so today's plan is to dive into chapter 7. In chapter 7, we won't be using any insulators or conductors yet. After finishing up chapter 7, I'm planning to start working on adding conductors and insulators for chapter 8. Speaking of chapter 8, I'm aiming to introduce two plant zones with a conductor as a part of puzzle. But right now, let's get started with chapter 7, and if there's a time left over, we will move on developing the chapter 8. So I have just wrapped up the chapter 7 and I'm moving on chapter 8. In chapter 8 I want to bring in conductor materials between the plant zones. The idea is to introduce to players how these materials can move heat around between the plant areas. And I'm thinking about explaining this through a feature where players can use a drag and drop mechanism to see how the conductor materials work. I've got a couple of thoughts how to do this. One way is to have a static material that shows up between the plant-free zones once placed. The other idea is more like a pot that players can drag and drop. We will see how it turns out. For now, I'm going to start coding and figuring out the best way to make this happen. Okay, alright, check this out. I made a script called conductor and insulator. It's got a part where you can pick between conductors, insulators and nothing at all. So when a player gets near this material, they might see a button or maybe they can drag and drop it. I'm still figuring that part out, but here is the plan. If a player puts down a conductor or an insulator, the game will know what to do with the methods as you can see before, as you can see over here. Like if they place a conductor, it will do conductor stuff. If they switch to nothing, it will switch to doing nothing. That's what I'm aiming to set up right now. Let's dive in and see how it turns out. Okay, alright, so I've got the temperature change working between the plant zones when the conductor logic is applied. And let me show you over here. When I press the continue button and getting the conductor material and calling the do after material type changed method, and you can see the final results. And this is great, but there is more I need to do, especially I need to figure out how the fan values impact the zones and how to reset the type to none under two scenarios. One, if a fan affects the growth zone, one of the growth zone, for the second thing, if there is no effect of the fans afterwards. It's a bit tricky for me, and honestly I'm not 100% sure that I can sort out this easily. But I'm going to give it a shot. Unfortunately, I'm out of time for today and I need to get ready for work. Thanks for sticking around, and I hope I have a solid plan ready for tomorrow. And see you on the next session. Catch you later. Bye.